Hey everybody, how you doing? Miss T Wash checking in for what is this? April the 10th, 2012. Well, as you know, the move is done. We're here in Memphis. I'm staying with my parents, and sad to say, my scale is packed away, so I have no idea what my weight is. Um, yeah. Um, Last week was my week 48. This week is my week 49. So, wow, I don't think will be in our place until the middle of this month. We'll see. Until then, I'm just out there in the wind. I don't know how much away. So I do have something to talk about though. Stuck episode. All right, here we go. Now, from the time I had my surgery, I've had PBs, and before, I've heard of being stuck, heard of PBs and all this, and didn't really understand what it was. Now that I've been through it, I completely and fully understand what stuck episode is. Now, I was banded back in May of last year, um, and I'm telling you, maybe a month or two into being banded, I started having PB episodes, and mainly it was because I was eating too fast, um, or taking bites that were too big. And for me, um, a PB is caused um, from me eating too fast, eating, not paying attention to what I'm doing, and the next thing I know, my esophagus is filled up. And at that point, the food, I've slimed and the food has come up. Um, that is what a PB is for me. Um, just having that esophagus fill up before I realize I'm full, and then having to spit it out. Now, this Saturday night, um, I was really hungry. 11, 12 o'clock. I shouldn't have been up, but I was up. Family was all hanging out pretty late. I was up. And, I'm at 8.4 on my band, the most filled I've ever been. And I wanted to be at a pretty good restriction level before I left Monterey because I didn't want to get here to Memphis and be in need of a fill, and then have to feel rushed to find a primary doctor, then have that primary doctor refer me to a specialist for the man, and that would have taken forever, and I just didn't want to do it. So we found a really good fill level. I'm at 8.4. All was right with the world. Get here, and I'm going to add my bronchitis is cleared up. My mom's into a lot of natural herbs and all, and she's had me on this peppermint tea, and I haven't had that crazy hacking cough since we got here. But that's off subject. Saturday night, starving, I decided to make some jasmine rice, which they tell you could be a problem. Rice, potato, we know all the things that they say you shouldn't eat. And before now, hadn't had any problem. No problem with any of that. I made that rice and sat down. From spoon number one that I put in my mouth, when I swallowed it down, I could feel the discomfort, that it wasn't going down naturally like any of my other meals have. So, me and my infinite wisdom said, well, let me take the next spoon. The next spoonful will kind of help to come up, get that on down. So I took another spoonful. That one also went down really uncomfortable. And again, I took another spoonful. Um, and again, it went down with trouble. I proceeded to do that until the whole 3/4 size serving that I fixed myself, I consumed. So I finished that, and that's when I kind of felt that lump in my chest. And like a lot of people on here will tell you, it feels as though something is stuck in your throat. Matter of fact, I took it to feel like, have you ever had a cup of ice water, anything with ice in it, and you accidentally swallow a piece of ice, and you kind of feel that knot, you kind of feel that lump in your throat? That is what it was. And wow, that knot. sat in my throat from Saturday night to I had to go through Easter Sunday with my husband's family. I couldn't even really eat. I had to fake it for the meal. And I almost got really, really worried. But the only reason I didn't panic and freak out is because even though it was stuck, I was still able to drink. Water would still kind of get through. And the teeny bits that I ate, even though I was stuck, I was still able to eat on, to kind of pick at little things and still eat and get things to kind of get through there. And I kind of imagine in my head, I kind of imagine my stuff as being like a beaver dam. You know how beavers put twigs and twigs and twigs and twigs, but then you still get the little trickle that flows through. That's kind of how I'm imagining. It had to be because, like I said, I didn't throw anything up. I didn't PB from it. Nothing came up. And I tried. Nothing came up. But I was still able to get fluid through. And I was still able to eat a little bit because I was friggin' starving in between the stuck episode. But yeah, wow, it's amazing. People can explain it all they want, and I mean, explain with clarity. And I've heard people explain it and I kind of comprehend it. But to feel it, I was up. I was up hopping around with my hands over my head. I was beating myself in the chest. I was bent over the toilet trying to throw up. I was sticking spoons down my throat. I was doing cartwheels, y'all. I am 246 pounds trying to do a cartwheel. For real. That was ridiculous. So, um, what I've done is I went and now I went and bought some like shaved roast beef, and I like the little cheddar cheese. And what I did was I just microwaved it. I made a little roast beef and get all that oil in there. But roast beef, and I put a little cheddar cheese in it, like a little roll up. So at this point, um, I think 8.4 is it for me. And I remember also people talking about how moving and going from different parts of the states to another can change up things, and it really can. It really does. It makes a huge difference, and from one area to the next. So uh, that's all I can think of for right now. Um, yeah. Uh, Before I moved, I was at 246. I feel really, 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 really good right now. I honestly, I made a video of my son with his with in-laws, and I don't know if I've lost anything. I feel like I have. Um, you know what? Let's see. Let's see if I can get a picture. I don't know. It's kind of dark in here, but I don't know. Let's see. Get these pants up. Oh my God, pants up. I usually wear my pants pretty high. T-shirt, top shirt. But I honestly feel like I feel a little smaller. Don't know. Don't know. So that's it for now. I'll be checking in next week. I don't think next week's gonna be too busy. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm gonna get back in school or work. I don't know. I have the option to go school full time for 1 year, knock it out, or either work. So still figuring that out while I'm sleeping my life away on a little mini vacation here. But that's it for me. Hopefully we'll have some numbers. I'll find a scale somewhere around town, jump on something, see what's going on. All right, people. See you next week. Bye.